Greetings, divine legion of 144 earth angelics, hearing the calling of the one true light, the one pure life. Right off the bat, we have 711 and 73, heaven on earth, flowing in. Many synchronicities today. Last night we had one of the most powerful storms, brightest flashing white lights. Last night, the whole dome above totally lit up. There were thick clouds, but the flashing, brilliant, bright light was above the clouds all around as far as the eye could see. And a major downpour, a little bit of hail, but the most intense flashing white lights. At the end of today's transmission, I'll tell you a little story about Divine Feminine I met last night, an Indian woman from Mumbai, which is Bombay, on the west coast of India, on the Arabian Sea. There was a symbol on her throat that threw me for a loop, and still is at this time. I want to talk briefly about this massive dust storm, sandstorm that's coming from the Sahara Desert in Africa, filling the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean, and flowing up into the United States. Now these sandstorms, dust storms that come from the Sahara Desert is not uncommon. This is something that occurs every year. It is called SAL, the Saharan Air Layer, which travels across the Atlantic. I did research on this many years ago, this phenomena, because the dusts and sands from Africa feed nutrients and minerals to the Amazon. So it was an interest of mine years ago, but this one that's currently occurring has been called biblical or unprecedented, mainly because the density of it, the thickness, the length of it, and the time. People are calling this a historic storm. This is coming from Western Africa to the Caribbean. What's unique also, it's turning north to the United States. Usually it heads to South America. People are calling this a phenomenon and a dust episode that has a huge spatial extent. One of the good consequences of this is it prevents an early hurricane season or tropical storms. One of the negative effects, everything's a double-edged sword, that it can cause breathing issues if people are confronted with these thick dusts. And scientists are saying this is one of the largest dust storms in over 60 years, and is a very dense plume. So scientists at the University of Puerto Rico claim this to be the highest concentration of particles observed in the past 50 to 60 years. And these particles consist of dust, sand, and different aerosols. And like everything else in 2020, people use these terms biblical, unprecedented, bizarre. We are not in Kansas anymore. And reported yesterday that the sands, the dust, the plume has reached the U.S. mainland, the southern states, and the Gulf of Mexico. Something else that may come out of this is that due to these removal of the sands and dust from these ancient sites, that some ancient artifacts and ancient civilizations may be revealed due to the uncovering of the dust and sands of these ancient sites. So stay safe out there, everybody. Today on the Schumann Resonance, we had a 25 hertz spike. That's a 7 energy, connected with the 7 sisters of the Pleiadians, the Pleiades. Again, with the 73 energy, heaven on earth, we had over 173 M1.5 or greater earthquakes. In the first map on Earthquake Watch, the whole ring of fire again, totally lit up. We had a 3.9 a couple hours ago in the Sacred Andes Mountains in Chile. Japan had a 4.7 with the Lemurian energy, which was latitude 33.93 with 333, and the 141.498 longitude. So we have the 333 and the 144 at 21:17 UTC time. So we have the 117, 711 code, 4.7, the 1111 was coming through earlier today. Then we have another sine wave of energy moving through the earth. It started over in Turkmenistan, that ancient site there by the Caspian Sea, 4.5, 39 latitude, 54 longitude at 4:10 UTC, which is synchronic with my sister Victoria's birthday. Also in the Kunlun Mountains, our ancient lineage at 35.739 latitude, 82.506 longitude, 4.3 at 7:02 UTC. So we have the 73 and the 72 code and the 7, the ancient Taoist lineage of the Tao Te Ching and Lao Tzu. The ancient Taoists say, when Lao Tzu attained immortality, he ascended Kunlun Mountain. We also had another powerful earthquake, 4.5, at Hindu Kush, Afghanistan, where the trinity of the three holy mountains, Tian Shan, Kunlun, and Himalayan mountains come together, forming the sacred pyramid. That was at 4:33 UTC, 36 latitude, 69 longitude. And at 3:17 UTC in China, just south of Kunlun, 4.2 magnitude. The whole grid lighting up, rising up. Also today is the first day of the cosmic turtle moon of the Dream Spell 13 moon calendar, which we'll discuss later in today's transmission. This moon cycle will be from June 27th, 7/2 into the 27, the mirror of the 72 immortals, the 72 levels into heaven, 73 being heaven itself, 37 earth, or physical manifestation. So from June 27th through July 24th, Kins 90 through 117, there's the 117 again. It will be the cosmic turtle moon 13, the 13th moon for the divine goddess, manifesting through with the goddess Ishel. We will start today's first transmission from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Michael Love, the event 2020 Powerful 5D Gamma Light Wave Impacts Earth, Pleiadian Light Forces Transmissions 6/26/2020, a special message to the star seeds of New Earth for immediate planetary broadcast. Prelude, the following information is derived from direct, decoded etheric transmissions from benevolent light forces docked in Earth's solar system, and some of the data comes directly from certain inside Earth Alliance members known as the White Hats and the Great White Brotherhood, strategically placed in key positions of power by the galactics on the surface of planet Earth. Begin transmission. Greetings to all great beings of light. Are you ready for another super galactic weekend? Are you feeling the powerful 5D energies streaming into the planet? The starseeds of planet Earth are changing everything in this realm in profound and positive ways. Using their combined energy, the children of the new Earth are forming an entirely new world on this planet where peace, love, freedom, and all abundance will prevail. As the Great Awakening takes place on the surface, the galactics are doing their part to assist by streaming in powerful waves of 5D crystalline light every few days from the central sun. A new realm of light is emerging on Earth as humanity begins waking up in record numbers, and as we move ahead with Godspeed towards the beginning of the new age of Aquarius and the grand event 2020, culmination of December 21st, 2020, the Earth's Alliance is reporting at this hour that as part of the latest Operation Freedom Earth missions, benevolent light forces docked in Earth's solar system blasted the surface of planet Earth for several hours early this morning with a powerful 40 Hz 5D gamma light beam. This intense gamma blast was sustained at the 40 Hz 5D level for several hours and was imprinted as a long-duration whiteout on the Schumann Resonance graph. This is the second sustained 40 Hz wave that has hit the Earth this week, and starseeds are feeling the impact as they absorb this white magnetic light into their bodies. The galactics are firing these powerful 40 Hz gamma photon light beams towards the surface to strengthen the new VTXC 5D crystalline light grid that will serve as the etheric framework for the new 5D Earth. The new 5D light grid is being retrofitted and overlaid directly on top of the old 3D matrix, as all systems that make up the physical Earth matrix are being phased out and upgraded to 5D New Earth systems as we speak. The powerful inbound waves of gamma light are being deflected to Earth, are activating starseed and human DNA to a much higher order, and this light is totally disintegrating all remaining traces of lower vibrational dark energy from this realm. The planet is being terraformed from darkness into light right before our eyes. Great one, and the most incredible galactic operation the Earth has ever witnessed. Today, the Pleiadians would like to speak about the technical mechanics of this grand Ascension event and show you how it all fits together. Dare one, you knew a long time ago the current planetary liberation event occurring on Earth is something that first had to happen within you, and you knew that only then would it begin to manifest as the outward reality, first personally, then on a collective level. What exactly is happening from a macro level down to the smallest micro level inside of you, gamma light and DNA? As we said, the large recent influxes of inbound gamma light are triggering a major DNA activation among the beings of Earth right now. When we say the Great Awakening is happening on Earth, we ultimately mean that at the macro-biological level, the great DNA activation is happening. Let's first speak about light, and specifically a special spectrum of light. We often use the phrase 40 Hz 5D gamma light in our teachings and messages. Why is this light so important in regards to the event and the ascension? 40 Hz 5D gamma light is emitted from the galactic core and is sometimes just called cosmic rays. The levels of cosmic rays coming into planet Earth have greatly increased over the last few months, and the levels are increasing every day. Gamma light upgrades DNA, and it does it faster than anything known. As incoming gamma rays from the 5D central sun at the galactic core bombard human vessel DNA, both the starseeds and humans on planet Earth are currently morphing into a divine race where they will soon possess 12 active strands of DNA. This is the grand evolution of the human species that we speak of, called the event, which is underway on the surface of the Earth right now. When we speak of DNA activation, what do we really mean? We believe a better descriptive phrase here might be DNA reconnection, as the main 12 DNA strands in the physical container are recoded by cosmic gamma light data. They naturally form a new geometric growth pathway and literally plug themselves back into one of the corresponding resonant 12 chakra energy portals or ports. Chakras are non-physical, multidimensional, energetic portals in the layered body that form a gravitational grip onto the DNA strand and hold it in place. When the DNA strand is connected back into its proper port, advanced cosmic data, Akashic light, starts flowing through the cells of the DNA strand, then out through the central nervous system and all throughout the body. Though there are 12 primary strands of DNA filaments, there are trillions and trillions of tiny crystalline gossamer threads called nadis that carry this cosmic energy through the body, where it is then decoded and perceived in magnificent ways by the being that inhabits the body. Let's go even deeper. What is going on at the subcellular atomic level in your DNA when a gamma light wave contacts your auric field? The incoming beams of solar ionic gamma photon light particles being directed to us have the ability to cut through the nucleus of the human atom, to shift its chemical bonds and change the very makeup of our atomic structure. This rearrangement of our atomic structure is morphing our cells into a more complex crystalline structure that can literally allow all the data in the universe to begin flowing through the human body computer. Humanity began as an advanced shining star race, but human DNA was unplugged by nefarious beings about 350,000 years ago, and humanity was enslaved and plunged into the dark with no information. No human had a clue that anything had even happened. That's how severe this body shutdown was. The good news is when human DNA was unplugged in ancient days, the strands were left in place in the physical container, and now it is literally reconnecting itself with the help of divine beings docked in Earth's solar system. The 5D gamma light they are sending to Earth right now exactly matches the human body's original divine blueprint. We are progressively mutating into the God beings we truly are, and this is a metamorphic process of solar-empowered alchemy, which is changing our atomic bodies from a carbon-based framework into a finely tuned silicon crystal system. This new crystal biocomputer or light body is able to translate the most advanced data in the universe instantly, and is far more efficient than any quantum computer that was ever conceived. The morphogenesis occurring in the bodies of the light beings of Earth is due to the constant waves of supercharged plasma rays being sent to Earth by benevolent light forces from the very core of our Milky Way galaxy. These rays have entered the crystalline Earth, discharging an ionized type of radiation that neutralizes, cleans, recodes, energizes, transforms, and rebuilds human vessel DNA, allowing all living systems here to expand and breathe more light. The Pleiadian definition of ionized radiation is radiation composed of particles that individually carry enough kinetic energy to liberate an electron from an atom, therefore ionizing it every time we receive these cosmic gamma rays into the physical body container. Our entire genome is rearranged, aligning with a more complex cosmic template. When we say these solar ionic particles have the ability to cut through to the nucleus of the human atom, do you understand what this means? It means there are billions of nuclear reactions happening in your body constantly as it reconfigures itself into a more advanced structure. This atomic reaction happening in the physical light body ship alters the ratio of the basic compounds of our elemental structure, thereby taking us into a much faster vibrational spin and forever freeing us from the outdated carbon-based atomic code. Dear one, you are going through a physiological emergence into faster, lighter, vibrational densities, and you are doing it step by step, cell by cell. The morphogenesis happening inside of you is actually considered impossible by human physics, because you cannot take a dense material physical object, your body, up into a faster vibrational non-physical realm. Physical and non-physical are polar opposites, and like mixing oil with water or putting a square peg in a round hole, you can make it fit, but some serious alterations have to happen for it to fit with no gaps. You can mix oil and water for a nanosecond, but again, you have to do a bit of magic to make it mix for good. The DNA that makes up your cells is the multidimensional link that fuses your higher vibrational etheric being with a physical human body, while experiencing an increase in conscious awareness is the primary requirement for ascension to higher realms. The physical human body vessel aspect of this ascension is the main focal point. Why? Because we love the physical experience, at least the pleasant parts of it, and we want to have this pleasant physical experience in faster vibrating realms of 5D and above, where physicality has not been experienced to this point. As you integrate your new energy frequency for this new fifth dimension, you start to move closer to the one source. Your higher multidimensional being evolves to a point of higher recalibration of all that exists, a point of infinite possibilities. As you ascend, you unlock your light being and fifth strand of DNA, allowing you to access full memory of who you are, past lives, and what you came to Earth to do. Your reactivation of your God particle will then take you into your God being. Impossible things become nothing for you because you become limitless. You are God source energy. This is your awakening, and we are excited to see that you are fully awakening to who and what you truly are. You are opening the crystalline seals into avatar consciousness. How to experience 5D now? Though the energy of 5D is available right now, right here, for you to start existing in it, to start experiencing a bliss state of being in a sustained way, you must do your part to be able to have this experience. This is what the master teacher meant when he said the kingdom of heaven is already here now, you just cannot see it yet. The galactics are creating the energetic space on the surface, but each being must evolve their own soul and raise their own internal frequency to match the new 5D Earth that is dawning. To accomplish this, you must remove your focus from 3D, get by yourself with no external distractions, put recommended 5D coded 40 to 100 Hz music in your headset and let it play in the background while you give focus to any of the following things: celestial beings, celestial landscapes, the new earth, freedom, love, peace, joy, abundance, health, your dreams and desires, your accomplishments, sacred geometry, beautiful art, beings that you love the most. You get the idea here. As you do this for 10 to 20 minutes, you will start to feel and experience the 5D frequency of heaven and the new earth. After doing this repeatedly as many times as you like for a few days, it will become completely automatic and will become your constant state of being, even as you bring your focus back to 3D. What you are doing here as you get the hang of this is you are perceiving the 3D reality around you from the new 5D eyes, and this is how the new earth starts manifesting and staying for good. This 5D gamma state is a state of bliss consciousness, where your left hemisphere, 3D alpha, and your right hemisphere, 5D gamma, start to work together at the same time, hence multidimensional perception and functionality. This deliberate 5D focus strategy is only necessary at first to entrain your being to stay focused at the 5D level, even while physically walking around in 3D. After a bit of this habitual focus, the process will become automatic and sustained as your DNA code changes to lock in this process. Here is a simple teaching that will help you begin to experience this amazing new reality. 5D is simply a faster vibrating version of now and here, and all you must do is raise your internal vibration to match it. Logic says if 5D is here, then simply start being in it. Start being the 5D being that you already are. When you do this, the kingdom of heaven will begin showing up all around you. We suggest that you practice your spiritual inner work and disciplines to be able to better achieve this amazing state of being. Healthy self-love, meditation, ingesting only natural energy foods, and being in nature will give you the fastest results in reaching 5D. We also suggest that you use Ascension tools we left behind for you to assist in elevating your inner vibration. Crystals are the most powerful Ascension tools in the universe for amplifying your inner frequency, specifically monoatomic Andara crystals, which have their origins in ancient Lemuria and Atlantis. Because of the way these crystals refract light, they are metaphysical doorways that stream a constant flow of 5D gamma light into the auric field of the body. Keep these amazing crystals near your auric field as much as possible, and you will begin to experience the higher realms we speak of. The most advanced civilizations that ever existed on Earth knew about the magical power of 5D crystals and used them to completely evolve into galactic civilizations. Some will say, I thought light forces are sending these 5D gamma light waves to Earth from up in the sky from their ships. Our answer is, yes, you are. You are the forces of light. Your ship is your great crystalline Merkaba light body. It is the great vessel of light that brought you to Earth. You are working on many levels. There are many versions of you working from the sky to the ground to make all of this happen. Do you see now? As 2020 moves forward and after the final event 2020 culmination, the resonance on the surface will begin to stay sustained at 40 Hz on the graph, which is happening more and more frequently as we watch the wide white patches on the graph appear on every few days. To be in a sustained 5D vibration, new Earth, the graph would have to be completely white from top to bottom in a continuous manner. The Earth would then be perpetually immersed in a high vibrational field of white magnetic light. This is where the grand solar flash comes in. Its purpose is to totally propel the Earth and its beings into the fifth dimension and sustain this vibration. All Earth Alliance and galactic intel indicates the grand solar flash will trigger from the galactic core, bounce off Earth's sun, and impact the surface of planet Earth near the end of the Earth year 2020. There are 7 more higher states of consciousness than the ones mentioned that match the rest of the higher dimensions in the universe of 12 levels. Right now we are focused on getting to the 5th, the 5D level, and here is some very simple natural science that shows us the exact frequency we need to raise to be able to perceive each of these dimensions. 5D is a long dimension, meaning it starts at 40 Hertz and goes up to 100. So just like 4D, it gets better and better as you rise up through it. The Pleiadians say heaven is not a place, but a state of being or state of consciousness. It is the gamma state of being, 5D heaven, which is called the bliss state of consciousness, where both of your brain hemispheres are functioning at the same time. Cosmic light rays being deflected from the central sun located at the galactic core, Sagittarius A, are coming into Earth on a steady basis now and are impacting the Earth with unimaginable power. The central sun Akashic light data hits the Earth at speeds well over 1 million miles per hour. These 40 Hertz light rays carry packets of nano-size magnetic ionized particles that strip right through the human body genome, clearing out all low vibrational energies instantly, and recode DNA to a higher order. As the light comes in, the new 5D crystalline cell light body is formed and developed, and this causes some major disruption, to say the least, in the auric field, the physical body, the mind, and the emotions. A frequency change of this magnitude is so abrupt, it can jar your system quite a bit. This high-frequency photon light has had an intense impact on the starseeds of planet Earth, and right now strong ascension symptoms are being reported by all around the globe. Here are some current reported starseed ascension symptoms the Earth Alliance has recorded over the last several days. Feeling very tired and weak, waves of nausea, third eye pressure, headaches, body aches, dizziness, hard to balance, feeling super tired, sleep difficulty, extreme emotion, sadness, dull headache, accelerated dehydration, back and kidney pains, third eye pressure, sinus aches, feeling spaced out and disoriented, missing time, and vivid dreams. There is no cause for serious concern over these ascension symptoms as long as you stay hydrated, practice gentle self-care, avoid stress as much as possible, be grounded in nature, soak in a sea salt bath, get some rest and sleep, and just take it slow and easy until these light codes integrate into your body. Use crystals to manage the energy, preferably monatomic 5D crystals. Just take it easy, dear one, and practice self-care during this grand shift. The current ascension symptoms being experienced by the starseeds of Earth are the result of the natural DNA activation process that is occurring in this cosmos. Know that all is well and as it should be, as a great evolutionary change occurs on planet Earth. This shift in consciousness and frequency has been a process for many of you throughout many incarnations on planet Earth. This evolving is allowing you to be the source being that you eternally are already. This state of being, the God you, is paving the way for many to experience these shifts through greater ease and flow, which is the actualization of the love that you are, and that is the greatest blessing to others. The dormant aspects now coming to life within you will soon be a guiding light of wisdom for the entire planet. It is truly a grand time to be alive on planet Earth as starseeds are being activated all across the world in preparations to assist humanity in their grand ascension. Trust the plan and be in great peace during this great time. Major planetary mass starseed meditations coming up in 3 Earth days. Earth Alliance leaders ask that all starseeds of Earth participate in this amazing meditation. We have already changed this world in a profound and positive way with mass meditations, and we will continue to do so until all things are fulfilled. For this reason did we come to Earth. We are the bringers of the dawn and the children of the new Earth. We are the great celestial angels that came from the stars to assist humanity in their grand evolution. We are the cosmic system busters who came to create a better world here for all of humanity and to return this world back into the paradise it was always meant to be. Light bodies engaging. Let's rock. Let us know what you're experiencing in this magnificent time. Godspeed, Michael, and the Pleiadians from 5DEarthProject.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Elizabeth Peru. This weekend, it's only 7 days until our next big full moon eclipse, the final of the season and the most intently felt. It will be the door closer, so what you focus on and give your precious life force to matters. You could feel emotional, unsure, or ready to break free and move ahead. Some in our community feel relaxed and at ease. Well done. You could feel like you're inside a vacuum, not sure what to apply first. Make sure that you have a good listen to the next 2 to 3 day forecasts. They'll help keep you in a good place so that you can reassure and uplift others. From ElizabethPeru.com. Today from Astro Mama. Mars enters Aries. A rush of hot passion, fiery ambition. The warrior rises once again. On June 27th, Mars, the planet of aggression, passion, and purpose, enters his home sign of Aries. Whenever a planet enters the sign it rules, it becomes very powerful, directed, and fruitful. Since we have had no fire within the planet since the sun was in Aries, this will feel like a huge wave of increased vitality and energy. Aries, the first zodiac sign, is all about initiative, action, innocence, and innovation. Mars in Aries is here to bring back spunk and action to our lives with an ushering in of fiery ambition. Mars for the last 6 weeks has been in the sign of Pisces and struggled to show his strength and prowess in the murky waters of the fish. Now as he enters his home sign of Aries, he is ready to rock and roll and light it up. He will have an extended stay in Aries until January 2021, as he will be going retrograde from September to November 2020. While Mars is home in his home sign, this is a great time to be energized, to risk it all, and to feel empowered to go after your goals and ambitions. The flip side of Mars in Aries will be aggression, irritation, and fighting. He also represents our sex drive. This could get a real boost during this transit. It is all how you transmute his energies. Many great accomplishments that take courage and willpower will be honed during this transit, but this can also raise our tempers and hot-headed tendencies. Anyone with Aries as their sun, moon, or ascendant will be most affected by this transit. We will all have our libidos raised to maximum capacity and will have to be responsible for these increased energy levels. As Mars transits through Aries, he will make tense aspects to Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto, all in Capricorn. Saturn is the planet of obligation and restriction. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, wisdom. And finally, Pluto is the planet of death, rebirth, and regeneration. Capricorn, the 10th zodiac sign, deals with authority, government, big business, and control. Mars in Aries square to Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto in Capricorn could produce epic fighting and conflicts among the people versus the established orders that prevail. Aries is about freedom and liberation, and Capricorn is about order and control. You can see the big clash of energies. As much as I don't want to predict war, this aspect sure signals the potential for it. This will be especially true around election time in U.S. here in November. This year of 2020 is giving us many tests, and these aspects certainly will play a pivotal role within these lessons and trials. Mars in Aries is here to bring back the passion and drive that might have thought disappeared for quite some time. As the warrior planet dives home, fight for his right to party, our internal flames will be ignited. Remembering to keep a sense of grounded calmness and peace might be more difficult during this transit. The best way to utilize the warrior planet in his home sign is to use the extra boost of passion and purpose into a hobby, a project, or lifestyle transformation. Mars within his home dwelling is here to ignite you into action with loads of energy, bring back the courage and willpower to achieve and light a fire to get going and make it happen. If you have Aries in your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, as well as your ICDCMC, then this transit will be most potent and noticeable for you. Mars will remain in the sign of Aries until January 6, 2021. Today, from the Gene Keys, Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA by Richard Rudd, Gene Key 52, from June 25th through June 30th, Stress, Restraint, and Stillness. When we go to the ocean or forest, we can feel the true tempo of the earth, and it's magical. It's a deep drumbeat sounding in every cell of our being. The DNA expands when it hears and feels this tempo. When we forget this deep, natural tempo, our DNA contracts and sends our body into a stressful state, as though an alarm goes off inside us. Much of the world today is living with the alarm bell still ringing. If we hear it all the time, soon we just get used to it and it becomes normal. The secret is to trust the alarm and our discomfort, stop what we're doing, slow down, breathe, come into our base, and tune ourselves back into Gaia's heart. Excerpt from the 64 Ways, and from the Yi Ching, keeping still, back straight and solid like a mountain. The heart opens through stillness. When it is time to rest, rest. Time to act, act. Stillness is the center point. Restraint is the torque for great change. Stress is constricted breathing. Grounded appreciation. Keeping his back still so that he no longer feels his body. He goes into his courtyard and does not see his people. The superior man, in accordance with this, does not allow his thoughts to go beyond the duties of his immediate circumstances. From Richard Rudd's 64 Ways, this gift of stillness has a huge impact on the emotional body. It communicates and exudes calmness throughout the aura. There have always been people in the world who remain completely unflustered by external crises, such as emotional turmoil or human conflict and war. There have always been such people among us, and these are the people of the 50-second gift. From the GeneKeys.com, today from the Archangelic Calendar, Gaia is back in the spirit setting and is in complete control of her elements. If she stays in the setting for an extended period of time, she will go into deep cocooning phase that usually ends with a very intense, energetic event. We are never sure what her intentions are at any moment. To say that she is temperamental at times is an understatement. There are way too many timelines running at once, and this is the main reason why we are feeling so much general mental confusion. The cognizant mind does not know which timeline to focus on, so it just bounces back and forth until calm is reached. This is caused by the immense multidimensional energies converging upon Earth, as they bring multiple parallel timelines with them as well. We are not kidding about the intensity of the upgrades that will go on for a bit, stop, and then return. We were not surprised by the Earth's many anomalies, even though modern science was clearly confused by them. The reason for this is simple. It is because more of this is prognostications. This information is given to us directly by administering parties who are in cooperation with our legions. 3 black holes are about to collide in a quasar known as J124942.3 plus 344929, which will affect us in profound and very unusual ways. These triplets will release new light upgrades to our galaxy and also bring forth access to extremely high dimensional beings. This is the exact reason why we will see an influx of energy that will have a physical breeze attached to it. SpaceX is blaming UFO interference for the explosion of their spacecraft, and after some investigation it seems as if there is some truth to this, but it was not an unprovoked act. This is the same gripe that the Greys have with those they have traded technology with, who didn't reciprocate the way agreed upon. They have been given full authority to retrieve their possession, and they feel their actions were justified, as does the Galactic Federation of Light. We see so much insecurity in spirituality, and although completely understandable, a light worker must rise above this. You have to understand that your abilities are ready, willing, and able to serve humanity. Confidence in your abilities only comes through experience and practice, as they must be fine-tuned. The best way to have confidence in your abilities is to use them regularly and discover what they truly have to offer. Darkness is clearly working in our favor, but they have no idea that they are doing this. Infinitely expanding Creator Source can send impulses to anyone, because if you exist, you are connected to infinitely expanding Creator Source. This makes everyone subject to its will, even though great respect for free will is always exercised by its divine hand. CCP sleeper cells were about to be awakened around the globe when the current influx of intense energy wiped out their plans, literally. This is not to mention that the authorities are breathing down their backs as every country in the world is on to their plans. Tons of energetic help is coming in from the Orion section of our sky. This is very surprising, as this sector is not necessarily known for doing so. It seems as if the benevolent beings of the area have gained full control and are making positive changes. This is great news for reasons too numerous to list, but the one major benefit that we wish to point out is that we will no longer be seeing pop-up malevolent portals. The tools and the assignments today are linked in the description below this video. And today, from Tibetan Buddhist Master Shamtrul Rinpoche, it can be a very difficult time for many people when somebody close to them passes away. It is true, when the body dies, there is no longer that gross physical relationship. But remember, it is also true, the connection of minds lasts forever, on the underlying subtlest level. Like space mixed with space, there is never a separation. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, through Galactic Destiny readings, today begins Cosmic Turtle Moon 13, June 27 through July 24th, 2020, Kins 90 through 117. On June 27, Kin 90, White Crystal Dog, we commence a new moon cycle in the Dream Spell 13 moon calendar. The Cosmic Turtle Moon is the 13th moon, which is the last moon in the year of the White Magnetic Wizard, so we are nearing completion of this magical year, soon to enter the year of the Blue Lunar Storm on July 26, 2020. Buckle up for that one, folks. This 13th cosmic moon also coincides with the end of June and most of the month of July in the Gregorian calendar. July is the 7th month of the year, and the 7 is the frequency of magic. It represents the magician, the mystic, the spiritual initiate, and the hermit seeking solitude. Coupled with the cosmic tone, we will be seeking expansion through spiritual pursuits and devotion. As July is the 7th month in a 2020 equal 22 equal 4 year, we add the monthly energy 7 plus 4 equal 11 equal 2. As we know, the 11 is a portal frequency and denotes a doorway leading to other realms and expanding consciousness. The 11 also denotes polarity and partnership. We have just completed the 1 code of the new beginnings in June, so this month we are seeking to expand upon that by forming new spiritual partnerships. Forged through the crystalline energy of June, July is giving us the opportunity to become spiritual masters. The 13th moon commences in the final days of the month of June, on June 27th, and concludes after 28 days, 4 weeks, on July 24th, 2020, with Kin 117, the red cosmic earth. This cosmic moon encompasses 2 days of the blue storm and then holds 2 wave spells in entirety. The yellow human wave spell, teaching us to align with divine will in order to attain wisdom and influence, and the red serpent wave spell, which will require a total stripping to the core of our being in order to raise our kundalini through ecstatic expansion. We have 12 gap galactic activation portal days during this month as we journey through the spine of the Zolkin in the red serpent wave spell. So this is an intense journey ahead of us as we conclude this powerful year, polishing our inner diamond essence in order to shine as the divine, enlightened, holy ones. This month we only have 1 PV day that was indicated as sign 9 of the 13 clear signs of the tomb lid of Mayan king Pakal Votan. These are known as PV days and hold planetary significance. The PV day is on the 13th of July and is 2 Kimi, White Lunar World Bridger, Kin 106. The cosmic moon has the turtle as its totem animal. Turtle's wisdom is the power of cosmic knowledge. 13 scales make up the back of the turtle's shell. It takes 13 moons for Earth to go around the sun just once. Among the indigenous peoples of North America, Earth is known as Turtle Island. The turtle is said to represent both Mother Gaia and the cosmos, as it has the codes of the universe etched on its back of its shell. There are 28 small plates around the edge of the turtle's shell, one for each day in the lunar month, as well as there are 13 sections on the turtle's back, one for each of the moons in the year. Each First Nation has a unique understanding and description of the 13 moons and the significance of the turtle. In Native American legend, the 13 scales on the turtle's back hold the key to the 13 cycles of the moon and the changing seasons. Based on the moon cycles, the Native American year is divided into 13 moons, with each moon being 28 days long. Though calendar types vary from tribe to tribe, nearly all tribal calendars begin in the spring, so Native people, spring symbolizes the start of a new year through the birth of new plant and animal life. The turtle is a sacred figure in Native American symbolism as it represents Mother Earth. The meaning of the turtle symbol signifies good health and long life. The turtle has great longevity, living up to 150 years. The hard shell of the turtle represents perseverance and protection. The turtle spirit animal is one of the oldest living animals in the world. There is so much wisdom that you can gain from the turtle symbolism, such as persistence, endurance, and longevity. When the turtle spirit animal appears to you, it's time to slow down and be still. Take life at a slower pace. Slow and steady wins the race. A symbol of the turtle is an invitation for the blessings of both heaven and earth. The turtle is a shore creature, using the land and the water. The turtle is sometimes known as the keeper to the doors, providing the safe passage to the realms beyond the opening doors. Fung Shui significance of turtles. The turtle also forms the foundation of Feng Shui principles in Chinese metaphysics. According to the legend, the I Ching was discovered by the wise sage Fu Xi while meditating on the banks of the Yellow River. He had an epiphany when he watched a turtle emerging from the river and realized the markings on the shell were actually symbols that held the keys unlocking the secrets of the universe. To the Chinese, the turtle is an extremely fortuitous symbol representing good luck in the form of prosperity and good health. So the turtle holds many secrets, keys, and universal wisdom for those who can be still and unlock the codes. The cosmic tone holds the frequency of the mystical number 13, the code of the goddess and cosmic consciousness. The 13 symbolizes the 13 moons and natural lore, harmonic time, and the new matrix we are creating. The cosmic tone seeks to transcend all that came before this now moment in order to become self-actualized through the experience of your pure presence as a spark of the divine, one droplet in the vast ocean of the cosmos, ebbing and flowing in symphonic harmony through the heartbeat of all that is. The main themes during this 13th month are through endurance, transcendence, and presence, to evolve into and experience ourselves as pure, divine, unconditional love, and live our lives as though we are love embodied as God, Goddess incarnate. Our goal for this month is how can I expand my love and joy? As you seek to expand your essence through the forces of love and bliss, your energy and consciousness unites with all those other souls who are vibratory match. As more and more awakened souls join together, the unified field expands even further into the hearts and minds of the collective, raising us up higher and higher into the possibility of attaining nirvana and floating in the halls of Shambhala, returning home to our divine source. And Lakek Alakin, Christina, White Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. And today from the Zolkin Times, Kin 90, White Crystal Dog. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are cooperate, dedicate, and universalize. The 12th day of a wave spell is all about getting together with like-minded people to share experiences. It's also a great day for working in a team and being dedicated to doing things as a group rather than trying to do things on your own. Traditionally, we hold a crystal court on the 12th day where we discuss the current wave spell and speculate what to expect for the next one. I have been hosting one in my home for 33 years now, and it's great for sharing stories and observations. Today is White Dog, which represents love, loyalty, and heart. Dog days are all about giving all you got, putting your heart into whatever you are doing, no matter how important or trivial. Dog energy is tenacious, therefore much can be achieved on these days. Of course, dog also represents love, so if you love what you do, that's even better. And this also means that we should all strive to have a bigger heart today and be more loving to all you encounter. As it is a crystal day, this suggests that cooperating with a team and putting your heart into all that can yield great results. These two energies are well matched today, and so to get the most out of the great combination, find your people and have a group hug. That's what it's all about. And today again from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Crystal Dog, Kin 90, 27 June 2020, Universalizing Love. 27/6/2020 equal 27/6/22 equal 964 equal 19 equal 10 equal 1. 27 Power, Leadership, Command, Courage. 9 Destiny, Service, Compassion, Humanity, Endings. 10 Manifestation, Authority, Power. 1 New Beginnings, Leadership, Original. 6 Heaven, Christ, Harmony, Family. 4 Form, Structure, Foundation, Earth. Kin 90 equal 9 9 Destiny Code 99. Another Alpha 1 to Omega 9 code day today. Endings and new beginnings. A very beautiful and empowering day for stepping into your destiny with your kinfolk. Today we commence day 1 of the final moon month of the year of the White Magnetic Wizard. The 13th moon is known as the Cosmic Turtle Moon, and it is very expansive. The theme of this month very beautifully aligns with the White Dog and asks us, how can I expand my joy and love? A beautiful mantra to manifest as this magical wizardry year is drawing to a close. Day 12 in the Blue Storm wave spell of purification, cleansing, transformation, and evolution. Today we have an absolutely brilliant code, much softer and heartwarming. White Dog leads the way for our global transformation through our unified hearts, by cooperating, expressing compassion and unconditional love for one another. Crystal Tone 12 in the mental realm. Action universalizes, power dedicates, essence cooperation. The Crystal Tone 12 is the highest level of the mind mental realm. The other two mental tones are Tone 4, self-existing, and Tone 8, galactic. Yesterday we focused on dissolving and releasing any residual fears to claiming our goddess feminine powers. Through this dissolution and release of the spectral phase, space is created for something new to emerge. The storm has created a vacuum, and now it is time to get creative to fill the void. At the crystal level of mind, we have the capacity to cooperate or operate with our minds. Just as crystals can be programmed, so too can we program our minds on this day. So focus on the crystal clarity of our minds today through the power of cooperation with others. Thus we create telepathic links in our communication grids, allowing for cooperative thoughts, ideas, and inspirations to flow. A day of greater connection to each other through our precious hearts and to Mother Gaia. Today is a fabulous day to connect and play with your crystal allies, particularly Spirit Quartz, which perfectly encapsulates all of today's frequencies, programming our collective minds with rainbow frequencies. Spirit Quartz is an excellent crystal for promoting any collective activity, whether socially or at work, in the community, or for cooperative events. It encourages team building and brings productive harmony to group efforts. Spirit Quartz is a crystal of harmony and alignment. It takes all the crystal energies of the main stone and amplifies them over and over again in all the tiny points, each reflecting light back and forth to one another, so all can bathe in the combined radiance of the whole. How divinely perfect is that! Our brilliant crystals for forging connections are Herkimer diamonds and any clear quartz crystal which is programmed to do so. For amplifying your heart connection, use kunzite, rose quartz, and morganite. Listen for the messages from Spirit today and join with others to sing, channel, write, draw, and pray. Let the messages flow through your being in whatever form feels natural to you. In order to get clear guidance from Spirit, you need to ask clear questions. Each day ask, how can I be a conduit for divine service today? How can I make a positive difference to people's lives? What do I need to do today? And where do I need to be? So tune in and listen for the answers you are seeking and follow your hunches. If you do not get a clear answer, keep asking. Also remember to look for and follow the signs and synchronicities. Life becomes a wondrous, spontaneous adventure when you surrender your day to Spirit. Today's question is, how can I transform and elevate my mind to be of greater divine service through the power of love, compassion, and cooperation? Let the divine love flow through your crystalline connections today, through our precious hearts and to Mother Gaia. Divine blessings for the beautiful meeting of like minds today. Enjoy this heavenly, lovely day. P.S. Also a great date night or picnic day too. And Lakeka Lakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 90, White Crystal Dog. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to love. Universalizing loyalty, I seal the process of heart. With the crystal tone of cooperation, I am guided by the power of Spirit. And with these powerful divine energies flowing in, beloved beings of light, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell next to subscribe to get notifications on future uploads. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also thank everyone for your support and pledges on Patreon. If you'd like to support our mission and my work with Prime Disclosure, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. There will also be a link in the description below for our channel on Patreon. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Kimberly, for your donation and support. Much appreciated. And one quick story before I bid you all adieu. Yesterday evening, after recording yesterday's transmission, I went with a couple friends to have an Indian dinner at our friend's Indian restaurant from the East. And one of the women that was a server, whatever name we give to these that join us at our tables, her name was Zarna, and she was from Mumbai, which is another name for Bombay, ancient civilization in India. And as we spoke with her, I noticed on her throat, right where there's that little V, there were 3 dots forming a pyramid, a triangle, which I thought it was natural, like moles or something. So I told her, Zarna, that I said, I see you have a cute little triangle on your throat. And she said, that's a tattoo. There are 3 dots. And I said, what does that represent? And she said, therefore. I wasn't sure what she meant, therefore, such as like, I think, therefore I am, or therefore. I said, in what way is the this triangle a therefore? And she said, it's a mathematical symbol. And I thought, there are 4, like there are number 4, there's only 3. So I was perplexed for a moment and just kind of let it go and said, okay, therefore must symbolize something. Maybe it's an Indian thing or something. And she spoke with us a few minutes. She also had a tattoo on the side of her arm, Carpe Diem, Latin for seize the day. So therefore I seize the day. So speaking with my friend Paul about this event, because I kept seeing that image of the 3 dots and perplexed by the symbolism of therefore, I asked him what did he think this meant, and he said, well, maybe the philosopher René Descartes, the Latin cogito ergo sum, meaning I think, therefore I am. So I tried to research therefore. It is interesting because I came up that it is a mathematical my body symbol. It is like a triangle or pyramid pointing up. And on Wikipedia, the therefore sign, in logical argument and mathematical proof, the therefore sign, these 3 dots, is generally used before a logical consequence. And a logical consequence, also entailment, is a fundamental concept in logic which describes the relationship between statements that hold true when one statement logically follows from one or more statements. So this has to deal with logistics. It made me think of the Vulcan concept of logic and reason over emotion. The symbol consists of 3 dots placed in an upright triangle and is read therefore. While it is not generally used in formal writing, it is used in mathematics and shorthand. So of course today, after I have to find out also why she chose to put it on her throat. I had asked her, if it symbolized, being on the throat chakra, and we got sidetracked with some other discussion. So next time I see her, I'll have to find out exactly why. Because it's a very visible spot, hard to cover up, unless if you're wearing a scarf or burqa or something. So so I'm still perplexed here, and one day we'll figure this out. But of course today, throughout the day, multiple times I've seen this symbol. One in a UFO video posted over the moon, then in a 1313 symbol image that I use in a video a couple other places, and it does look like a higher dimensional symbol. I believe I've seen it in Chief Golden Light Eagle's book, Symbols. I'll be doing more research, and I'm sure this will be popping up for many of you now once you look into it. And this sign is also used in the conclusion of what's called a syllogism. For example, all gods are immortal. Zeus is a god, therefore Zeus is immortal. And they use that symbol of the 3 dots. Also in meteorology, the therefore sign is used to indicate moderate rain on a station model. And in Masonic traditions, the symbol is used for abbreviation instead of the usual period, essentially an initial or monogram continuing the meaning of therefore or standing for, that is thus. This symbol has a Unicode code point at U plus 2234, and the inverted form upside down triangle is known as the because sign in shorthand. Therefore, because. Alrighty then. On that note, I will bid you all adieu. Have a beautiful and blessed day, warriors of the light. I love you all. Namaste.